and how to become more articulate so that people can understand you easily. I look from the internet that an articulate person is someone who is able to express their thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively, whether in speech or writing. They can convey their meaning with ease and precision, making their communication both understandable and engaging. So in fluency and coherent wise, it also means that they express themselves smoothly and confident without hesitation or stumble. Articulate person is someone who can use a lot of vocabulary, the right words, in the right tonality, and also in the right feelings of saying that word. Why clear speech matters? So it helps with first impression, it helps with confidence, with more effective communication, that you're not going to have any misunderstandings when it's situation to talk and interact with others. So how do we get better at speaking? So there's like warm-up exercises for your jaw that you can do like at home. So it's very, very important that helps with the words coming out right. So speed building methods for speaking clearly is that if you can just like record how you're saying conversation, or if you're like reading text, if you can record yourself and try to like see where you can improve and tonality is very, very important aspect of speaking clearly. Like the tone of your voice, of how you're saying that word, is literally the game changer. Tonality is the most important thing. It can change your trajectory of conversation, whether or not it's going to be positive or negative impact. I say two different sentences in two different tones. So what do you think is the most important thing in life? So this is the first tone. So second tone is, what do you think the most important thing in life? So the second one is more like soft and like polite tone, that you are using this lower tone, that you're trying to like sound more polite and trying to convey a more positive feeling. So to like do it again. So yeah. What do you think is the most important thing in life? So it's like more like adjusting your tone a little bit so that you can convey a positive tone. Yeah. So you can take a pause, like when you're trying to like speak, you can take a pause, that if you're too rushy when you're talking, it's going to come across as uncomfortable and also not very positive. So it's very, very important to just like keep your pace. It's okay if you speak a little bit slower. So progress tracker graphics. I'm going to apply some progress tracker graphics here, that I'm going to write something. So remember that practice makes perfect, and if you just keep on practicing on your tone and also vocabulary is not that hard. So it's also good to like use the progress tracker to use it like this. So I have the vocabulary and tonality and reading aloud and speed. So all of these parts can be like practiced, and if you can track your progress with the progress tracker, and you can just like write on your notebook and try to like prioritize and which area that you want to improve the most. So I ticked high on the vocabulary, so because I think that choosing the right words, choosing the most fitted words is very, very important to like speak more articulate and speak clearly so that people can understand in terms of like professional advancement. So I ticked the priority high, so tonality is medium, so I'm going to like practice more on vocabulary, and tonality and reading aloud has the low priority, so also speed is high priority. So if you're like struggling with like thinking that if you're speaking too rush, speaking too fast, or speaking too slow, it's very, very good to tick the speed at the highest priority so that you can practice more. So also the status, you can also like track your progress. So if you've already done the vocabulary preparation, you can tick done, and also if you have to like schedule, you can just like write schedule here. So yeah, I think progress tracker is very, very good for like when you're trying to improve a new skill. So for me, tonality is very, very important for speak more clearly and to speak more articulate. So also another thing is that to feel your words, like if you're saying like, I really, really like going to gym. So that's one tone. So another tone is, I really, really like go to gym. I really, really like going to gym. So it's like very different ways to like express those words. So if you're feeling your words more, like I really, really like going to gym. So it's more like put more feelings into your words so that you can sound more sincere and genuine. So when you're trying to like communicate with others, it's also important to like convey the emotions about it. So it has to be a positive emotion, and it has to like convey it positively in terms of communication and conversation. Also another thing is to repeat the tough words to build a muscle memory. So if you have a memory of saying that word in the right way, saying that word in a right tone, repeat the tough words to maintain muscle memory. So also good posture is very, very important when you're trying to speak more clearly, because if you're standing straight, it's more easier for you to convey a more clarity speech, because you have this good posture. It helps you with more deep breath, and also your voice will come out nice when you're standing straight. My personal advice for speaking more clearly and more articulate is that to know the topic that you are talking. So if you know the topic well, if you know well about what you're talking about, it's going to be effortless. That it's very, very hard to like convey the words when you don't like fully know, or when you don't like fully own the ideas. So it's very, very important to know the topic that you are talking about. Yeah, that's my personal advice to you guys. So it's very, very important to like speak more clearly and to become more articulate, even if you're like trying to like advance more professionally. Communication and conversation skill is very, very important in this era. So I wish you guys good luck, and yeah, see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.